Hi Freedom Seekers, this is Melissa Gallagher to Liberate Yourself, your guide to freedom of the body, mind, and soul. And today I'm here to tell you that you're so fucking worthy. Like, honestly, you're so worthy. You're so worthy of all the good stuff that you want in life. You're so worthy simply because you're breathing. You're so worthy simply because you are living. You're breathing, you're living right now, and that makes you so worthy to exist. And never ever forget that. It's in life that we have experiences. Our ego gets trained and molded from like a young age, and we keep thinking like, because I like green and everybody likes blue, that makes me less worthy. Because I've done a bad thing, that makes me less worthy. Because I have not worked enough, not done enough, that makes me less worthy. But that's simply not true. When a baby gets born and you look at it and would never think that a baby's not worthy. Why? Because it was just born. It's just there, it's just this beautiful little pure ball of energy, and it's simply worthy because it's breathing. And that never changes. That never ever changes. And we keep thinking that it does that because we're older and we have like responsibilities and we have to go to school and we have to go to work, that it makes us less worthy when we don't get a high enough education. What's high education even? Like a good enough job, we're not doing enough for society. No, that doesn't even matter. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're simply worthy because you're breathing. I kept thinking like pat on the shoulder. I've worked in healthcare for 8 years. Oh my god, that makes me so worthy. No, it doesn't. It's nice that I contributed to society and I help people, but it doesn't make me more worthy than a police officer or someone that works in a grocery store. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter what you do. That's like really the emphasis I want to go into today. It doesn't matter what you do. You're simply worthy because your heart is beating. You're simply worthy because you're breathing. If you're not doing one of those things, then you're not worthy because then you're dead. That doesn't make you less worthy, but it does, like, your worth is not there anymore. Your energy is not there anymore. I've had so many people in my life that come to me because I've worked in healthcare. Like, I'm so grateful you exist. And I was in the sauna the other day, and I was talking to this older guy, and he was telling about like his sons want to go into, like, one was going into accounting and the other one was going into healthcare just like I did and being a nurse. And he's like, yeah, I'm so happy people like you exist. I'm like, I'm so grateful that everybody exists because everybody contributes to society in their own special kind of way. That's what makes us, like, this is what the universe is about. It's not just one specific type of people that makes, like, that's good. Like, even the bad politicians, even like the worst kind of people, they're there to give contrast, and they're there and they are still worthy. Even like the people who have done like the worst things in society and in the history of worlds, they're still worthy because they're not doing it from their heart, from that worth, from that inner place of knowing, of love that there is. It doesn't mean that the things that they've done are like just forgiven and it's fine, and you can just kill people and it's fine. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that think about it. Eckhart Tolle once said that there's nothing to forgive because if someone does something bad, like killing someone, it's not out of the pureness of their heart. It's their ego, it's their conflicted ideas and thoughts and emotions that make them do that kind of stuff, but it's not from the pureness of their heart. So that's why they will always still be worthy, because if you're not acting from there, and from there, that's what makes you worthy, that beating heart, that loving embrace, that love energy that we all have. And that's what makes us worthy, not the stuff that you do. Don't put like outside importance into something that's already within. It's that fulfillment within that you are born with and you die with. And it doesn't change during your life. Even when you do the most horrible kinds of stuff and you look back and you feel guilty, and then you do this and then you do that and then you feel bad about this, and it's not about that. It's not. It's so hard to explain sometimes, even for myself, that I'm like, I had so much of my self-worth dependent on like how good of a person I am and how good I've done for society and what I want to do. And even when I started my YouTube channel, like I really want to contribute because that makes me feel good. No, it doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter. And you know why? Because I am still worthy even if I don't make my videos. I would have still have the same worth even if I didn't work in healthcare and went into finances or something like that. It doesn't even matter. And that's what I really want to put emphasis on today, because we keep thinking and putting outside importance about the stuff that we do, the stuff that we did do, we didn't do, and that makes us less or more worthy. But that worth stays the same for every single organism. Every single human being is the same worth. Because you're president or because you are homeless, it doesn't make you less or more worthy. It doesn't mean that if you contribute more to society or less to society, that makes you less worth, because we're all the same worth. That's what meaning, like everything is the same. Everyone is the same. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Really, like take that excess importance off it, because if you're putting so much excess importance out of outside stuff, then you would never be able to control how worthy you feel. When you lose your job, when you lose your house, when you lose everything, that doesn't make you less or more worthy. I have a thing with like a lot of people when they first get to know you, they're like, hi, how are you? What do you do? And I'm just looking at them like, I'm living. I'm living. I'm a human being. I'm living. I'm breathing. That's what I'm doing. It doesn't make me who I am. It's something I do. And the stuff that you do doesn't make you less or more worthy. Doesn't, you're putting so much importance about something that you do instead of like remembering who you are. We're all energy. We're all humans. That doesn't like the look at llamas, like a llama or alpaca. If you have like an alpaca and you have another alpaca, that doesn't mean that one of them is more worth. And this is the same with gender. Like, oh my god, people, please. Because you're a woman and you give birth doesn't make you more important than a man, because you would still need the man to conceive the birth, you know? It's both sides of the coin. It doesn't matter. And I just really want to put emphasis on it, because I had troubles with my self-worth for so long. And I have this one affirmation that made me cry the first times I said it, because I didn't realize that I was always worthy. I was always worthy. I was always worthy. And I will be as much worth now as I was when I was 3 years old, as I was 16 years old, as I will be when I be 70 years old. The same worth. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I do. If I would want to go travel all my life, doesn't make me more or less worthy than when I would work really hard the rest of my life. That doesn't even matter. We putting so much excess importance and forgetting who we are, forgetting how worthy we are. And it's so funny though, because we keep saying like, yeah, but because I was talking about like bad people, like you say, oh, that's a bad person and that's a bad person. That's your judgment of them. That's your projection on them. That doesn't, you're looking at the outside of them. You're not looking at the inside of what we all are. That beating heart makes us as much worth as the next person. And that what's it mean? Like, we're all the same. We're all the same. Doesn't mean if you're president or working in a grocery store. Doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't. Every time that you lay in bed and you feel guilty about laying in bed and not doing anything, you're putting worth in the stuff that you do, instead of putting that worth and finding that inner worth of yourself. Because it doesn't matter if you lay in bed all day. It doesn't matter if you do it for months, for years. But do recognize your self-worth. It will only be a bad thing if you're soaking in like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Then it's not a bad thing, but it's just sad. I had this revelation like a long time ago that I wrote it down, and it was just so much fun, because I used to think like I laid in bed and I didn't feel good about myself. But sometimes you need to lay in bed. Sometimes you don't need to work. Sometimes you need to take that break for yourself and be grateful that you can. Be grateful that you are still worthy, even though you're not working, even though you're not doing anything. You're still doing something that's living, that's breathing, that's making your heart beat. And that's enough. That's more than enough. That's like all I wanted to say today. Like, really make you realize, because it was such a realization for me, and really work with this affirmation and see what comes up for you, is that you are so worthy no matter what. No matter what happens in your outside world, it doesn't determine your worth ever. Ever. A baby is as much worth as a grown person. It doesn't matter. We're all little babies from the inside, you know? We're all like worthy. You've always been worthy. You always be worthy. That's the thing I would love for you guys to work with today. Like, you're always worthy. You've always been worthy, and you always will be worthy. And you're worthy right now. Of everything you desire, everything you want, you're already that worthy. You're already there. You're already worthy. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to heal anything. You're already healed. That's the thing that people keep thinking, like, I need to heal this, I need to do shadow work, I need to heal my inner child. No, it's realizing that you've always been worthy. I'm not saying not to do the work and go within and look at stuff. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that recognize that inner worth. Recognize that you're always worthy no matter what. And you're always healed and you're always whole and complete, because that's the core of who you are. That's the core of all of us. I want to give you like much love and much blessings. I hope you guys doing okay, feeling okay, and I'm just trying to send so much love and making you realize that you're already worthy no matter what. I'm sending much love and much blessings for the second time, because it's been weeks, you know. It's been some really hectic weeks, at least for me. I don't hope for you guys, but for me it has been. So I'm sending just so much love and blessings. Much love, much blessings, fourth time, and I'm just saying goodbye. Bye.